Nobita put on a pair of magical finger cots. He spotted some fruits on the ground and gently picked up an orange. The orange peel bloomed like a flower. He then grabbed a delicious pineapple and its rind fell off instantly. Even grapes were no exception. A simple touch with the finger cots revealed the fresh, tender flesh in a split second. He then opened his mouth and the tasty grapes dropped into it one by one. It was incredibly satisfying. But Doraemon was quite unhappy simply because his little paws were round and he couldn't experience this joy at all. At the same time, Mom was peeling chestnut shells downstairs. She had to use both her hands and feet. Yet even so, she still hurt her hand. Hearing the commotion, Nobita hurried over and took the initiative to help, which was unlike his usual self. The peeling finger cots finally came in handy. He picked up a chestnut and it immediately split open like an explosion, completely separating the shell from the flesh. A bucket of chestnuts was peeled in no time. Mom praised her son for being so capable and said she'd make chestnut steamed rice for dinner. Nobita was grinning from ear to ear. He owed it all to the peeling finger cots. Just then, Shizuka called to say she had something to tell him, but Nobita forgot he still had the finger cots on his hands. They were chatting happily when suddenly the phone went silent. By the time he realized what was happening, the phone was completely broken. Eager to find out what Shizuka had wanted to say, Nobita decided to go see her right away. Unfortunately, he ran into Gian in the park's open space. Gian greeted him with a smile, and Nobita thought something good was coming, but it turned out Gian wanted to wrestle with him. Nobita knew he was in trouble. Seeing the classmates who'd been thrown around nearby, he turned to run, but Gian grabbed him in one swift move. Gian then wrapped his arms around Nobita, planning to throw him over his shoulder, but Nobita instinctively held out his hand with the finger cots and grabbed John's clothes. As the two lifted off the ground, John's clothes suddenly ripped apart in midair. This was a disaster. John turned into a naked gorilla, while Nobita was completely unharmed. Afraid of John's revenge, Nobita made a quick escape. John was so angry he shouted and yelled, vowing to get back at Nobita. Only Suneo noticed the finger cots on Nobita's hands, and he immediately went to find Nobita. It turned out his family had bought an imported French cantaloupe, and he'd specially invited Nobita to peel it. When Nobita heard this was the case, he got to work right away. The cantaloupe's rind separated from its flesh in an instant. They each took a spoon and scooped out a bite. It was absolutely delicious, truly worthy of being an imported French fruit. But would Suneo really be that kind? As expected, he had a favor to ask. It turned out he'd accidentally dropped his mom's diamond ring inside a musical instrument. To avoid getting scolded, he'd gone to great lengths to get Nobita's help. Nobita thought it was no big deal and was about to act, but unexpectedly, Suneo's mom came home just then. In a panic, Nobita accidentally touched Suneo's mom's face with his finger cots. What happened next left everyone completely stunned.